The Sare-Maiba Indigenous Territory is located along the Tapajós River in northern Brazil. It encompasses more than 400,000 acres of Amazon rainforest. Rich in biodiversity, the region has been home to the indigenous Munduruku people for some 4,000 years.
Nós temos muitas vidas aqui, porque os animais também.
We have many lives here. The animals are part of our life. The forest is part of our life. The river is part of our life. The people always say, our river is sacred.
But the Sare-Maiba territory isn't formally recognized by the Brazilian government. This leaves the river, the forest, and the people vulnerable to an onslaught of environmentally destructive industries.
Criar uma medida provisória.
The government looks at our territory like a business plan. With the killing of rivers and land grabbing, everything is covered with indigenous blood.
Alessandra Korap Munduruku is president of the Pariri Indigenous Association, which supports communities in the Tapajós River region. In 2020, she learned that Anglo American, one of the world's largest mining companies, had 13 copper mining research applications in Sare-Maiba territory.
Então, quem estava abrindo essa porteira, né?
And who was opening the gate for them to exploit our territory? The Bolsonaro government. He was asking them to do it. He was authorizing it. Did anyone ask us if you wanted a mine? No, no one came to ask us.
Mining has already destroyed millions of acres of Brazilian rainforest, which is a globally significant carbon sink and has taken a major toll on the Munduruku people.
Não importa.
It doesn't matter to them if the indigenous people get sick from the mercury. It doesn't matter if the indigenous people are forced to drink river water with sludge.
Alessandra immediately sounded the alarm in her community.
Anglo-América vai destruir nosso território.
Anglo-American is going to destroy our territory. They are going to throw us off our land. And we refuse to accept that.
She also began consulting with a coalition of indigenous communities and NGOs to create a strategy to fight the mining company. Meanwhile, the Munduruku patrolled their territory, traveling deep into the forest to measure levels of deforestation, videotape illegal mining, and install signs to mark their territorial boundaries, a process known as self-demarcation.
Que a gente espera, né?
Demarcation is what we are waiting for, the formal recognition of our territorial boundaries, when they finally give us the document that says, this land belongs to you, the indigenous people.
In December 2020, after an assembly of 47 villages, the Munduruku published a declaration against further mining activity. Alessandra followed that with a letter to Anglo American demanding that it withdraw the permits. Anglo American responded, denying it had any plans to mine in Sare-Maiba territory.
Ou seja, é mentirosa.
They are liars. Don't try to trick us, because we will investigate. We will search for information.
Despite attacks on her home and threats to her life, Alessandra was unrelenting in her campaign.
Só querem aprovar projeto que nos massacra e nós não vamos deixar. O povo Munduruku não vai deixar.
In May 2021, after months of intense pressure, Anglo American announced it was withdrawing 27 approved mineral research permits on indigenous land, including the 13 in Sare-Maiba territory. Their decision protects a critically threatened area of the Amazon.
Isso foi uma vitória muito grande.
It was a huge victory. We realized that we are like little ants. When the little ants join forces, we get stronger, and we got stronger until we won the battle against Anglo-American.
For outstanding environmental achievement for South and Central America, the 2023 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Alessandra Korap Munduruku, Sare-Maiba Indigenous Territory, Brazil.